hands down is one of them, one of my favorite purchases of last year. In fact, I loved mine so much I came back and I got a second one. So I literally do have two. I have one upstairs in my bathroom area where my kitties kind of, we feed them and that's their little potty area. And I have one downstairs in my kitchen because I'm always making a mess when I'm cooking, and it's just the easiest thing to grab and go and pick up just, you know, a little bit or a lot, getting under the, like the fridge, because you do get the attachments that are built on board of this system. I love the design of it. It's a very cool looking product. It looks modern, more like a piece of art than it does a piece of, you know, a tool to help you clean. Part of the reason why it's a customer pick, so you should read some of the reviews, but it's finally back in stock. This thing, it's been months since I've seen it. We have paprika, we have blue, we have black, and we have it in white. Personally, I have the blue upstairs, I have the white in my kitchen. I just love them. White is the most limited, just so you know, but I wanted to show you this. This is what I call the gas station. It's its own little docking station that recharges your cordless vacuum every single time it's sitting in its home. So every time you grab it to go, it's got a full charge. On the back of the little stand, there are two tools. I'll put this back. Two tools, I use them all the time. Here's your crevice tool, and this, by the way, can be, it's a 2-in-1, so if you wanted to get to the keyboard on your laptops or, you know, a dusty windowsill. And then this is the one I use on my upholstery because my cats and our puppy, they shed. And so I use them constantly, and they just house right here, so you never have to worry about losing them. This is here, by the way, back at a featured price, and this is here with free shipping today and 5 flex today. So what is yours? $22 to get it. You're gonna love it. You'll be amazed at the power and the performance of it. One more thing I'm gonna share with you is this is how you empty the bin every time you vacuum, or once it fills up. That little, look at how that just opens up and you drop everything into the trash, and it's ready to go again and again and again and again. Tracy Rosa is joining us to talk more about this. I mean, this is like an award-winning popular product.
Right, it's like Tracy's ready to go again and again and again because, listen, I love this so much because you're gonna see a mess. You're gonna grab your very lightweight 1.4 pounds cordless handheld vacuum and you're gonna tackle those messes. You're not gonna have to go to the closet, right? Get your big heavy upright out, plug it into the wall, put it into handheld mode. You know, who has time for this? You got a mess, you need to clean it up. And the great thing about this one, Callie, is that it's so lightweight, it's so easy. You clean a mess like this, and then now you're like, oh, that was so easy. Let's go from room to room to room and tackle all of those messes. So easy to use. Like you said, the charging station is always charging. You've got one button, turns it on. One button right here releases the canister, dumps everything out. And if you're looking at this and you're saying, 1.4 pounds cordless, there's absolutely no way that it's powerful. I have two things to say. Shark, we're the leaders when it comes to floor care. We know what you need, we give what you need. And then look at this. Look at the suction power on that. The fact that that is able to hold, you know, up against my hand is amazing. So like I said, you're gonna see a mess, tackle that mess. Look around, you're gonna see another mess. Oh, there we go. Let's clean this up. We had a great party Friday night. There's a party on the floor, mess on the floor. Remember, when it's 1.4 pounds, it makes it so easy. It's not like you're doing like a heavy lifting workout. No, it enables you to get up high, to get down low. Then you go over to these type of areas. Like if you have any fresh plants in there and you've got, you know, some suction that you need to, or some stuff you need to clean up, so powerful that it can actually get in these little crevices right here. Callie, it cracks me up. Every single time I come to this table, I still see glitter from Christmas because we had like all the glitter there. So like I look in here and I'm like, oh, there's still glitter. But yeah, I can go ahead and tackle that. What about your windowsills up here? Dust collects everywhere, right? You got dust here, you've got dust there, you've got dust right here. Eliminate the dusting process. Get rid of those old school dusters with the feathers or those, you know,
because it just throws the dust in the air. Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's the coolest vacuum ever. If there's ever a time I look forward to vacuuming, it's this. I use this to go up the stairs, you know, where the little dust balls kind of, and the kitties that just shed. I mean, I use this to get up the stairs, and then I get into the nooks and the crannies. I clean almost pretty much every day around the kitty litter box or where they eat because they're a little bit messy. That's where I use it every day, upstairs, downstairs in the kitchen. Invaluable. wherever you use it. And then I just wanna show you this, because you can use the attachments to even do the delicate things like shades on a lamp and all those things that, again, accumulate dust. But the power here is what's shocking. I mean, for a 1 pound something, it's incredibly powerful, and this is what you can do. I'm gonna show you, this is one of my favorite demos because it's one of those rubberized floor mats for a car. Like trucks have these, and they're really deep and dimensional, but even the little things that fall down into the crevices, it's gonna pull it all up. Look, it doesn't leave it behind. I mean, that's the kind of suction power you want and you deserve, but you usually don't get when it's a cordless or cord-free vacuum. This is brilliant. Whoops, I just, let me clean it up again, and then I'm gonna show you how to empty it because it's super, super easy. There's your on, off, and this is your empty. Ready? Bye-bye. And then you've got a clean dustbin to start all over again. I'm not kidding, you're gonna use this all the time. Nobody wants to pull out the big, clunky, heavy upright to do just a little bit. Everybody wants to, like if you've got a little one, this little high chair sitting next to me, there's food all over the place when your babies are done feeding or your kids are at the counter. Oh, let's talk about this filter, Tracy. Do we need to do anything with that?
Nope. Absolutely not. Rinse it out. That's all you got to do. Rinse it out, let it air dry. There's no more investment once you get this home. All right, rinse that out maybe every month and a half, however often you use it right there. You're getting all of those attachments. You pop it right back in, pop it back into your handheld vacuum, swing that canister back open, and then literally one button turns everything on, one button turns everything off. Then you've got the release button. You're getting a couple attachments with this. What I love about these is a lot of them like double up. So this is going to be your crevice tool. All right. So I want you to think about this for your car, for your RV, in between the cushions in your couch, all of that. But then flip it up. Now you've got that duster. So that's where we really talk about eliminating the steps when it comes to dusting. I want to talk about the places that we hate to clean. And I think that everyone watching can relate to this. All right. Obviously, your vents are not on the floor. They're up high, right? They're constantly full of dust.
Oh,
look at these little duster brushes.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Loosening everything up so that suction power of the shark can get in there and really give it a good clean. It's not pushing. Okay, Callie, let's be honest. If this were above your, up high, if this were your ceiling fan, you dust,
and it falls.
Where does that dust go?
Yeah, exactly.
It goes right down there, right? So when you vacuum, now you're suctioning up that mess, okay? Think of your crown molding. Look at that. How many times have we been down on our hands and knees trying to clean those really nooks and crannies, those hard nooks and crannies to get into? This allows you to do it. And the engineers at Shark, they've thought of everything, because when it comes to other handheld vacuums, what do? You got to take it in a corner. You got to plug it in, right? You've got to hide it away because it's ugly or whatever. No, this looks like a fine bottle of wine. It looks like a salt and pepper shaker. Look at that beautiful white one right there. Notice this. Every single time it's in its base, it's charging, okay? The attachments are right here on board at all times. So it's not like other vacuums where you have to try and figure out, hey, where do I store this? Where do I store that? Because you know what happens when you do that? When you need them, you can never find them. So now they're all right here, literally the size of your hand. I have gotten more people to clean my house with this thing than anything else. I had my good friend Elena. She's been to my house a million times. One day she came in and she's like, oh my gosh, what is that? I'm like, it's a vacuum. She's like, let me see. She literally went from room to room to room and cleaned like a million things. So if Elena can do it, you can do it. If my kids can do it, you can do it. 1.4 pounds, very powerful. You've got all of those attachments. Use it on pet hair. Use it for kids' hair. Use it for your hair. Use it in the bathroom. If you get it just for the bathroom, it's great, okay? If you spill and you break a pallet, it's good for that. If you have hair on the floor like me, it's good for that. With all of those attachments, it allows you to get to all those hard to areas. Now, this is going to be that upholstery tool. I love this because now, imagine being able to suction up all these pillows, all these cushions, your mattresses. Callie, we're in Florida. The pollen is out of control. It's getting nicer out, so that means we're opening up our doors and our windows.
Terrible.
Soon the Northeast will get there, I promise.
Yeah.
But you know what happens? The pollen settles into this, right? How do you get that out if you are not suctioning up all of
the pet
dander,
beds,
the pollen,
yes.
all of that?
You know, and I will say even, you know, because you never know what to use on certain delicate things, like,
Right.
you know, your keyboard, your laptop and your keyboards. That soft bristle brush that is part of this crevice tool, that's your answer. And it just slips right in. So if you want it, and I love the idea of Tracy showing you the vents. Have you seen your vents lately? Ugh, because if you're not cleaning them, I mean, there's only so much that the filters can hold, and then the dust that just sticks there, and then it becomes almost sticky. The same thing, any little nook and cranny. I love using this to detail my car because I feel better about the money I'm saving doing it myself versus having somebody else just vacuum my car. But you can get in between the seats. You can get on in between and right at the door, whether it's, you know, little things or big things. This is another, I mentioned earlier, if you've got little ones. I mean, this is a reality in life, but you don't have to stress. You don't have to even like really, with the extension of this, you don't even have to get all the way bent over. You can pick up, this is like a daily occurrence for me, picking up the kitty litter upstairs. And it just feels good to know that things are clean. This is the paprika, by the way. This is a very popular color. This one and the blue are the two most popular right now. We also have white and we have it in the black. I have friends, I talk about my friends Phil and Sandy all the time. They were my neighbors for almost 20 years and now they're full-time RVers traveling the world, or at least this country, and obviously limited space. You can't have big, you know, big vacuums in a small space. So whether it's an RV or it's a boat, or if you've got a small apartment and you just don't have room or it's not in your budget to get a big upright, the truth is you really don't have to. When you've got something that is this convenient, it's very ergonomic. It doesn't have a heavy top end. It's just a really comfortable, I mean, it weighs 1 pound, 1.3 pounds. It's a very comfortable vacuum to be able to use. So we're gonna start with just, you know, from the coffee grounds that end up on the countertop to the herbs that, you know, if you're chopping and they end up on the floor underneath the stove and underneath where the cabinets don't go all the way to the floor. Use this. It's freedom. It's truly freedom. And that's a lot of stuff. Watch this. Every time I use it, I go like this. Because I don't want the smell of kitty litter in my vacuum in between uses. You've got everything going for you. And Tracy, it has been, at least for me, I haven't seen this product in stock for a while. It's been a couple months. So thrilled it's back.
And you haven't seen these 4 colors in longer than a couple
True.
months. I can tell you that right now. So that's good to see. I love that you're tackling the messes that you have in the studio, Kelly. But here in my home, I want to talk about the things, you know me, too much information, Tracy. The things that I hate to clean and the things that I avoid cleaning because I hate. These tracks on the sliders right here, they collect everything. But look at this. Look at how that crevice tool fits perfectly into those. If you do not have sliders in your home, I know you have windowsills, and when you open up those windows, because that weather is changing, you, my friend, are going to absolutely love this. It's going to be a game changer. Remember, 1.4 pounds, you're getting all of these great attachments. You're going to be able to go from room to room to room. Okay, so I tackled all those messes that I saw, tackled some messes I didn't see, and then look at this. Those wonderful children of mine left a wonderful surprise for me on the countertop. And then the party continued with those wonderful children down here on the chair. But you know, this is the great thing about this. When you have something that is so lightweight, it doesn't matter where you have to clean or what you have to clean. You can get in those nooks and crannies. This is what I love. Even, Justin, can you even see this? This is what cracks me up. This is my life, Callie. My daughter's long hair. Everywhere I go, it's everywhere, you know? And so this is the thing I love about this. Easy to use, easy to dump. You put the one button right there. That releases everything. You've got that on and off button. 1.4 pounds. Look at this.
It's crazy.
It's always charged. It's always in its space. So every time you need it, every time you take it out of its home, it's ready to go. And it doesn't matter what size particles you're picking up. Look at, you can even see really small, fine pieces of dust here or coffee grounds. We pick up the big beans. We pick up the small little beads as well, all of the dust right there.
That reminds me, Tracy, of what I just did recently, which is I opened all my drawers. I cleaned out my kitchen drawers. I pulled everything out. It was crazy. Even the silverware drawer, I'm like, how does dirt get in there? Because you just put clean silver. But yeah, take your drawers and get in there, into the corners. Boy, it feels so good. Like that.
Callie, this is the thing. I'm so glad you brought this up. This is like, I'm trying to figure out. Here, Justin, can you, I don't even know if you can see this. This is what we're talking about, Callie.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally emptied the dishwasher. How in the world does junk get in here when I go from the dishwasher to here? I don't get it.
I don't either.
But how would you normally clean it? You'd have to take everything out, right? And then get in there and clean it all. But with this, you can. What about here? What about in
Oh,
here?
good one.
I mean, if you brown meat and your meat doesn't fall into your stove, you're my hero. Call me up. I want to know how you do it. I swear everything that I brown ends up here. Pasta ends up in here. This is such a great way to clean it without having to remove everything.
Oh, without a doubt. Customer pick, by the way. I'm going to try to read a couple of reviews before time is up. 697278 is the item number. Here's one from Virginia. This is a very handy little handheld vacuum. It makes easy cleanup in the kitchen. It's always charged and ready to go. So true. Indiana, great product, great to vacuum the car quick. Easy spills around the house, hard to get places like that. Great for stairs. True. One more from Florida. Even picks up cat litter and dog and cat food. It's true. The upholstery tool does a great job picking up cat hairs too. All true, and so many other reviews you can read on hsn.com. Don't forget, there's no charge to ship. It's free shipping and 5 flex on it for you today. Oh, Tracy, I know, it's crazy. Look at that.
Right?
I love it. Thank you so much. We will see you soon.
Thanks, Kelly.
You bet.
Talk to you soon.
All right, guys, one more thing I want to share, actually 2 more things we get to share together, one of which is a way to really adorn your outdoors, getting ready for spring.